say today is California officials Sunday issued a major earthquake alert for a sparsely populated area after a weekend swarm of minor tremblers. No one was injured in the quake that struck early Sunday near the ranching town of Parkview, California. It's dubbed the world's earthquake capital because it sits atop the notorious San Andreas Fault. So, Morgan, what is the wonderful aroma smell coming from the cafeteria?
That would be pizza, salad, bananas, and chocolate chip cookies. Now I think we should get to the school news. Are those the announcements in your hand, Keith?
Yes, they say that there will be a meeting 2:10 today at 2:10 today for all those interested in being on the yearbook staff. This meeting will last about 20 minutes. Make prior arrangements for a ride home.
You know, Keith, I heard that on this date in 1806, one of the highest peaks in the Rocky Mountains was discovered by American general and explorer Zebulon Pike. The mountain was named in his honor, Pike's Peak.
I wonder why that one isn't in the history books. Thursday is a great American smokeout. Here are a few facts about smoking. 2/3 of smokers have tried to quit. The Great American Smokeout is the most famous holiday in November, next to Thanksgiving, so why not celebrate it?
That's all the time we have for today. I'm Morgan. Stay tuned for a smokeout video. Don't turn your TVs off.
And I'm Keith Hester. Tune in tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
That's him, girl. You better forget that. He goes for older women. Next to her, you're just a kid.
She old enough to be his mother. I can look older, change my clothes, my hair, and I can smoke, too. See, look.
Listen up, homegirl, smoking ain't fly. You want to smoke a cigarette to impress a guy? I don't think so, not when your breath stinks. Cigarette smoke leaves a bad taste in yellow teeth. And if you smoke, you're only being foolish, filling your body with nicotine and pollutants. And not to mention the odor. Smoke gets trapped in your clothes and you're smelling like a smoker. You say you want to look older? Age doesn't mean a thing when nicotine starts taking over. Cigarettes are habit forming. Bad for your health, and on the label there's a warning. So think twice before you pick it up and burn it. Ask yourself, is the sky really worth it? Nah, see, I didn't think so. Smoke is not the way to go. Smoke is not the way to go. Nope, it's not the way to go. Smoke is not the way to go. Nah, it's not the way to go.
Yeah.
Florida State.
Gators are gonna win, Miss Dan. Gators are gonna win. Wake up, CMS. It's Wednesday, November 24th, and I'm Robbie Remick.
And I'm Ashley Hall.
Your anchors for next week will be Elvie Ramos and Robbie Remick.
Today's headlines are: Go along, hammer and sickle. Moscow, the communist hammer and sickle may be replaced with a new national emblem, reaching even further back into Russian history. A double-headed eagle that for centuries proclaimed the military-minded Tsar. A commission to name a new national emblem rejected proposals such as bears and birch trees in favor of the golden double-headed eagle on a red background.
And today's announcements are: congratulations to Tropicana speech winners Jessica Irie, Ashley Hall, and Jessica Brown. Please excuse these students today from 9 to 12. They will be attending a county workshop at the high school to practice their winning speeches for Henry County contest.
Today we are going to have a
Mr. Hopkins, congratulations to the Hoop Shoot Award winners from Cluess Middle School. Jason Mammon placed third for the 10 and 11-year-old boys. Julius Gray placed first for the 12 and 13-year-old boys. Willie Hill second for 12 and 13-year-old boys, and Edward Gomez third. Jemiah McKenzie first for 12 and 13-year-old girls. Thank you for participating. Attention all girls, Henry County will be sponsoring a Junior Miss Henry County pageant. All 6th, 7th, and 8th grade girls are urged to enter. Please stop by the front office for your entry form. Students, it is imperative to bring back your signed memo concerning suspension and detention to your homeroom teachers. No detention today. And students, there will be no newspaper meeting after school today. No newspaper meeting after school.
Today we're going to have a dream menu, and here's what is being served: grilled steak, wondrous baked potatoes, garlic breadsticks, and key lime pie.
I wish that's what they really serve.
Guess what?
What?
Today's Wednesday, and we get the next 2 days off from school.
Yeah, that's right. Thanksgiving is only 1 day away, and Christmas 31 days away.
I can't wait.
And also, the Florida and Florida State game is coming up.
I think it'll be an interesting day.
Well, we better go before we're late for first period.
Bye.
I'm Elvie Ramos, another faithful and dedicated anchor for this first week of December. We hope it will be a great week for you, even if there are only 3 days left of it. So, what's happening nationally?
According to the news press headlines, NFL surprise, Jacksonville. New team in 95. The NFL took on a District Southeast till Tuesday, selecting long shot Jacksonville to join Charlotte as its 95 expansion teams. The Southeast, Commissioner Paul Tableau said, is a terrific area for football, a real hotbed. So it will be the Jacksonville Jaguars, the longest shot on the board when the progress began. Playing in aqua shirts, trimmed with yellow sleeves and black spots on an open-mouthed Jaguar on the helmet. They joined the Charlotte Panthers, giving the expanded NFL 30 teams by beating out the old line cities of St. Louis, Baltimore, and as well as Memphis, Tennessee.
This story is in the Palm Beach Post. It's not a headline, but it's too good to leave out. Listen to this. Free Willy whale leaving Mexico because of ailments. Owners of the amusement park that houses the whale says the creature might be better off in a cleaner environment. Kiko, the killer whale that started in the popular movie Free Willy, will be moved to a new home because of health problems, official news agency Notimex said Tuesday. The shift to a yet unidentified location is necessary because of maladies linked to the whale's current home in a Mexico City amusement park. Environmentalists recently charged that Kiko was suffering serious skin problems because of the bad conditions in its pool at the Adventure Kingdom Park. Park owners said that the black and white whale might be better off in a place with more space and less pollution.
Enough headlines, Elvie. I'm already hungry. What's for lunch today?
According to the December menu, we'll be having turf with rice and gravy, lima beans, roll, fruit, and milk.
Sounds good. Hopefully I can make it till lunch. That bowl of Cheerios I had for breakfast just didn't last.
I'd like to take a few minutes to bring our viewers up to date. There are only 24 days left until Christmas and 12 school days
Christmas shopping. Time's flying by.
Me too. I love shopping, no matter what time of the year it is. I just think I'd like to get some new Nikes, a pair of Guess jeans, a new CD player, trampoline.
Elvie, come back to Earth. Stop your dreaming. Say goodbye to our viewers and get to class.
Bye, see you tomorrow. That is, if I'm not shopping.
I'll be here for sure, CMS. See you tomorrow.
And only 11 school days until Christmas vacation. I can't wait.
I can't wait till lunch.
And what will be served today in our excellent gourmet cafe?
Well, today will be served hamburger, sloppy joe, lettuce, tomato, french fries, dessert, and milk.
And now on to the headlines. They read, there are no important headlines.
Never did like the newspaper. And here are the announcements for today. Yearbooks will go on sale Monday, December 6th. The pre-order price is $17. See Mr. Stiles in the library or Miss Johnson in room 18 before or after school or during homeroom to order your yearbook. And the morning show people will have a meeting tomorrow, Friday after school, for about 1 hour. Make transportation arrangements.
Do you have a thought for today, Robbie?
Yeah, it takes 17 muscles to smile and 42.
The big city brought big city problems with them.
Today is a typical day here at the jail, and right now our jail population is 1/3 Hispanic. Now that's a much larger number than what our actual minority population is here.
Gang violence, something Muscatine residents only read about, suddenly has become a problem here. All this has created a communication gap between Muscatine residents and their new neighbors.
We have a lot of families who mainly stay at home and don't communicate with anybody because of the lack of communication that exists. I think that's the major problem here.
Could I ask you a couple of questions?
Muscatine High School senior Candace Frost from a Channel 1 school tried to help us understand this communication gap.
Do you have any friends that are immigrants?
No, I don't.
No, you don't?
No.
And why is that?
Because I live from a small town, so we're not really used to that.
People who immigrate here really don't talk to people. I mean, I just don't know any of them.
I've been in college, graduated high school, still can't get a good job. You got all these foreigners out there driving good cars, getting all kinds of tax-free. I don't like it.
If they're coming for, to try to better educate themselves, then I see no problem in it.
I'm extremely glad to tell you it's Friday.
And I'm Elvie Ramos. I'd like to say there are only 10 days left until Christmas vacation. Yeah, that's right. 10 days. 10 long days.
Elvie, I think we get the idea. I've got a few things to say too, you know.
Sorry. Go on.
Let's begin with the announcement. Yearbooks will go on sale Monday, December 6th. The pre-order price is $17. See Mr. Stiles in the library or Miss Johnson in room 18 before or after school or during homeroom to order your yearbook. The morning show people will have a meeting today after school for about 1 hour to make transportation arrangements. Chess Club meeting next Tuesday at 2 p.m. after school in Miss Thomas's room. Well, I did the school news, so you get to do the world news.
Thanks, Heidi. Hubble mission goes back on track. Space Shuttle Endeavour lifts off Thursday at 4:27 a.m., lighting up the Florida skies for miles. In this time exposure photograph, windy weather foiled and launched it on Wednesday, but Thursday's countdown was flawless. 6 men and 1 woman began an 11-day mission to repair the Hubble Space Telescope. Any jobs left undone will require another repair mission in 5 months to a year. It seems that like the news is so depressing lately. That's why I'm glad Christmas is coming up. It seems to lift everyone's spirits. Did I mention there's only 10 school days left until Christmas vacation?
If you say that one more time, I will do the morning show with you tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Saturday. We won't be here. And next week, these people will be on duty. Ati Soto, Heidi Reynolds, Takoa Summers, Chad Davis, Clint Hatfield, Morgan Wade, Oliver Lopez, Mandy Harris, Jimmy Rourke, Timothy Watson, Ashley Hall, Bill Fabian, Robin Lopez, Leah Thomas, Lauren Shell, and Madison Graves. Please be in the library by 7:10 for taking.
Well, that's next week. Let's get back to today. On this day in 1942, the atomic age officially began with the first demonstration of a self-sustaining nuclear chain reaction. The demonstration was held in complete secrecy beneath the football field stadium at the University of Chicago.
Beneath the football field? Huh, yeah. Okay, moving right along. Today for lunch we're having Italian dunkers, broccoli, fruit cocktail, Italian bread, cheese, and milk.
Well, I see it's time to go. I still have to stop in my locker. See you around CMS.
Bye.
Pizza, green beans, peaches, and milk.
Now I'm Chad Davis. The bad news is, it's a Monday.
The good news is there is only 9 more days until our 16-day Christmas vacation.
Congratulations to our 6th graders, Jessica Brown, Ashley Hall, and Jessica Irie, who competed in a 4-H Tropicana speech contest. Some other announcements are, beginning Tuesday, December 7th, 1993, students from Team 6A will be offering donation tickets for our Christmas present drawing to be held Friday, December 17th. Tickets will be $1 each. Prizes you could win would be a bicycle, headphones, gold bracelet, FSU, Miami, or Gator blankets, movie video, Burger King, or McDonald's coupons, video certificates, NFL cap, and others. Chess Club meeting next Tuesday at 2 p.m. after school in Miss Thomas's room. And now to Heather Dirks and Mindy Harris with our candy cane review.
Since we only have 2 more weeks until Christmas vacation, we decided to get you updated on candy canes.
Yeah, but like all things, there are good things and bad things about them.
The good things are, they taste good, they remind you of Christmas, you can hang them on your tree, and you can make ornaments out of them.
The bad part is you can choke on them, they break before you can even eat them. If you eat too many, you'll get sick and they get stuck in your teeth.
Well, that's all we have on candy canes.
And now back to Heidi and Chad.
Heidi, do you have the newspaper headlines?
Sure I do. They are shuttle set for complex 2-pole job. The fabulous Fix-It feat continues tonight with the third of 5 scheduled spacewalks to repair the alien Hubble Space Telescope. Astronauts Story, Miss Grave, and Jeffrey Hoffman plan to don spacesuits and head out about 11:52 p.m. Eastern to replace the 2.1 billion Hubble Space Telescope wide-field planetary camera.
That was interesting.
you doing? I'm Craig Jackson.
And I'm Serena Alto, and this is Channel 1 for Tuesday, December 7th.
The Hubble Space Telescope was launched with a lot of publicity in 1990. It was supposed to be a space observatory that would see clear to the edge of the universe, but it didn't. It couldn't because of a problem smaller than the human eye can see. Space Shuttle Endeavour's current mission is dedicated to improving the vision of the Hubble Space Telescope. So far, NASA's high hopes have been realized. Spacewalk number 2 went exactly as NASA had planned. Astronauts Thomas Akers and Catherine Thornton left Endeavour late Sunday. They spacewalked to the Hubble telescope and carefully removed a bent solar panel, then tossed it into space.
Almost like a bird, Tom. Look at it.
And while the solar panel floated off into space, the Fix-It crew installed replacements on the telescope.
Okay, take 2. You ready to go to work? I guess so.
NASA is hoping the so far so good syndrome carries over into the next several spacewalks. That's when the focus of Endeavour's $629 million servicing mission sharpens. The astronauts will make repairs designed to improve the Hubble telescope's blurry vision. This 8-foot wide mirror can be blamed for the space observatory's nearsightedness. NASA says the mirror's edge is too flat by about 1/50th the thickness of a human hair. The flaw was discovered soon after Hubble was launched in 1990, rendering the telescope little better than observatories on Earth. Dr. Robert Stacknick, a NASA astrophysicist, explains.
The Earth's atmosphere is turbulent, and this causes the image to be distorted. It's like looking through a kind of a moving Coke bottle. What Hubble does, of course, is take us above that atmosphere and enable us to see the stars essentially as they really are, limited only by the quality of the optics. And that's the magic word. The quality of the optics were intended to be as perfect as humankind could make them. The problem is that there's a slight flaw in the mirror. The telescope is still better in terms of imaging than any other ground-based telescope. So it's an extraordinarily powerful instrument, but it's not what we'd hoped for.
So in an effort to make the telescope's vision razor sharp as it was intended to be, astronauts will replace the wide field and planetary camera with an improved model. That's scheduled for Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, astronauts will install CoStar, a telephone booth-sized device that includes special mirrors to correct 3 Hubble instruments. The action from outer space will continue through Monday, when Endeavour and its astronauts are scheduled to return to Earth. Serena?
When we come back, Channel 1 students in the Hacienda and around the U.S. and Attorney General Janet Reno. Some tough talk about violence and drugs.
Hello, I'm Ray.
Hello, Ray.
And my son chews Cinnaburst.
Oh. How could you tell, Ray?
Well, his crazy, unpredictable behavior, and, well, you can just tell.
I thought it was just a phase.
It's the end of gum as we know it.
It's those flavor crystals. Powerful stuff. Cinnaburst with outrageous flavor crystals may not be suitable for adults.
My daughter says, Mom, it's just innocent fun. Sure.
I wish it were darker so you couldn't see my skin. Pitch black would be nice. Relax. You wash every day with Noxzema and nothing less. He is so cute. Why trust soap? Noxzema's made just for faces. Dissolves oil while it conditions for skin that's soft, smooth, healthy looking.
I want to tell you that,
You will have your face all your life. Take care of it.
you really look great.
Thanks. For healthy looking skin, your face belongs to Noxzema.
If you missed it, Channel 1 had a special half-hour town meeting Monday morning with Janet Reno, Attorney General of the United States. Students from 15 schools around the country came to the Hacienda. We also took phone calls from Channel 1 schools for the Attorney General, who's in charge of drug enforcement and the FBI, among other things, and enforces federal laws. We asked you to come up with some questions on tough issues for Attorney General Reno, and you did.
Will, why don't you start us off?
One of the largest fears of a student that has turned someone in for the possession of drugs or any other type of weapon is revenge. I want to know, how is the school system protecting us from the revenge that's going on?
I can't talk about your school system, but I can tell you the story of a 13-year-old who was brought to my office when I was a prosecutor in Miami by her mother, who didn't want her to testify because of revenge. She had been a witness to an old lady knocked down from behind as the car screeched to a halt and the passenger mugged her. She got a look at the passenger. The old lady didn't see him, and she called 911, and the BOLA went out for the car, and he was arrested. He would have gone free except for this teenager being willing to testify. And she turned to her mother, and she said, "Mama, I've just got to. That's the way it works."
I've often noticed that rap is unfairly portrayed as a cause of much of the violence that goes on in our inner cities. Do you feel that we should stop using rap as a scapegoat and try to find out what the real problem is, troubling our youth? And also, what do you think the media's role should be in that change?
I collected child support in Miami, and 2 Live Crew did a rap on me called Janet Reno. It included Janet Reno came to town collecting all the money, and if you don't pay, she's going to put your blank in jail. It was at the top of the rap charts in the Southeast, and people knew me because it said, look, the lady's going to collect child support. She thinks it's important, and I think people respected me for it. At the same time, others were trying to get me to prosecute 2 Live Crew for obscenity, and I refused to do so.
At my high school in Kentucky last January, a 17-year-old shot and killed a teacher and a janitor and took his classroom hostage. I was just down the hall when this happened, and it's really had a tremendous effect on how I look at criminals that are juveniles in this country. What can you do to make us as citizens feel secure and confident that juveniles are going to be treated fairly with stringent punishment?
Each law differs from state to state, so I can't address Kentucky juvenile justice laws, but I know in my own state that in Florida, I think that the laws were sufficient. Sometimes they were not implemented as firmly as I think they should be. I think it's imperative that anybody who commits a violent crime knows that they're going to be prosecuted and punished consistent with the crime, and that the circumstances of their life that came before are no excuse for that crime.
I found out that the numbers of teenagers that are being abused by their boyfriends is becoming increasingly high. And I want to understand why we aren't educating people about violence against the people that they love. I mean, they're supposed to be caring about these people, and no one's teaching us that it's wrong. I mean, should there be mandatory classes in high school to take on this?
I think that's an excellent question. About 15 years ago, I did a study in Miami, where I'm from, of the people who had been killed in the previous 30 years. There was a direct correlation between homicide and domestic violence. 40% of the homicides in Miami, Florida were related to husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, or ex-spouse arguments. I think that the child who sees his father beat his mother comes to accept violence as a way of life and may too often turn around and do it to somebody that he loves or cares about.
Can you respond to the current sentiment in the U.S. that we are losing the war on drugs? And some say that the answer is just to legalize the drugs like we did during the Prohibition era.
I don't think we've even really begun to fight the war on drugs. We've put a lot of money into expensive interdiction that many people felt would not work. I think it's time that we have a balanced effort that goes after the major traffickers and major distributors. But it is also important to make sure that anybody who is asking for drug treatment gets it. One of the points that used to break my heart was when I would receive a call from a mother who said that her son had reached rock bottom and he was finally asking for treatment, but she didn't have insurance and she didn't have money to pay for it. I think we've got to make sure that people who are seeking treatment have the opportunity to get it.
The whole town meeting with Janet Reno will be rebroadcast on the Classroom channel on Thursday, December 16th.
All right, we'll be back.
Greetings from your test dude at Pepsi and Wayne's World 2. Here to ask you more questions on the coolest movie you haven't seen.
Oh, ask me a question about your life.
Maybe some other time, dude. So what do you call your top dude?
But
Most excellent. And where do you go for the ultimate culinary experience?
Welcome to Makita's.
So chill with Pepsi and catch Wayne's World 2 starting December 10th.
People need to be entertained.
Late one night in
Every week for the past 4 years, Stephanie has read stories to a room full of Savannah, Georgia preschoolers. Every week, the look on the children's faces is priceless. The love that Stephanie feels from every child has made her life a whole lot brighter. Even though Stephanie has never even seen their faces. To see how you can help in your community, call the Points of Light Foundation. Do something good. Feel something real.
Well, once again, it's pop quiz time. Today's is about the Hubble telescope. And to take our quiz on our satellite, we have 4 students from Callaway High, a Channel 1 school in the Mississippi State capital, Jackson. All right, how y'all doing out there in the South?
We're fine.
Okay. Can I get some introductions?
Yes, hi, I'm Shaquille Service.
Hello, I'm Douglas Pickman.
Hello, I'm Maya Lee.
And hi, I'm John Williams.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yes.
All right, here we go. The Hubble telescope is named for 20th century astronomer Edwin Hubble. So your question is, for which of the following is Edwin Hubble known? Is it A, establishing that the universe is expanding, B, showing that distant galaxies are systems of stars, C, figuring out how quickly many galaxies were moving, D, all of the above, or E, none of the above? All right, think it over. Amongst yourselves, talk it over. A, B, C, D, or E? Here we go, here we go. What's he known for? Okay, what's your answer?
Hi, we're going to go with C.
C? Ooh, I'm sorry about that. The correct answer is D. Edwin Hubble is known for all of the above. You see, Edwin Hubble's work is some of the most important astronomy of the 20th century. And in fact, many scientists believe it holds the key to the size, age, and future of the universe. 3 questions that NASA's Hubble telescope may help answer. Callaway High, you got it wrong, but keep your head up, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, then.
Okay.
All right, well, that's it for Channel 1.
And I think that's it for your pop quiz winning streak, too.
Thanks, see, you didn't have to add on that.
See you guys later.
See you later.
Give me a T. T, you got your T, you got your T. Give me a U. U, you got your U, you got your U. Give me a E. E, you got your E, you got your E. Give me a S. S, you got your S, you got your S. Give me a D. D, you got your D, you got your D. Give me an A. A, you got your A, you got your A. Give me a Y. Y, you got your Y, you got your Y. Let us spell Tuesday. One more time, Tuesday. Little louder, Tuesday.
Hello, CMS. I'm Heidi Reynolds.
Yes, and I'm Chad Davis. Welcome to yet another edition of CMS Headline News.
Today's announcements are yearbooks on sale until Christmas break. $17 is the price. Buy before and after school in Miss Johnson's room, during homeroom in the library. Chess club meeting today at 2 p.m. after school in Miss Thomas's room.
Well, let's see. This morning announced headlines are gas dips below $1 a gallon. For once, you won't have to drive to Georgia to find gasoline under $1. Gas prices have dipped to $1 or less at stations all over Florida, including Palm Beach County, which usually has the state's highest prices. The 2 stations here have dropped to 97.9 cents a gallon for unleaded regular. Think,
Thank a drop in the barrel, oil prices, and competitive spirit of station owners. So, Chad, what are you doing at Christmas time?
I don't really know yet.
It's still 18 days away, you know. Only 18 days? I just can't wait. Well, to pass a few minutes of time, we'll tell you about the state in history. 52 years ago on this date, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii was attacked by Japanese airplanes. This single attack made the United States enter World War II.
What year was that, Heidi?
That was in 1941.
Well, that's interesting. Looks like today's lunch is chili con carne with beans, fruit juice, cinnamon rolls, and milk.
Chad, did you know that in 2 days the Hanukkah holiday will start?
Yes, and we've been counting the days until Christmas, when Hanukkah is almost here, too.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Oh no, we've talked too long. We're almost late again. Don't turn off your TVs yet because we've got an exclusive interview with Mr. Hopkins. This has been another edition of CMS Headline News. I'm Heidi Reynolds.
And I'm Chad Davis. See you tomorrow.
What do you think of Cloverton?
Well, so far I like it real well. I learn a little bit more about the school every day, and I begin to learn a lot of students' names. And, so far, so good.
What do you like the most in Cloverton?
Well, it's hard to say what I like the most. What I like about this school is I've had a lot of cooperation from the teachers, and I have a lot of cooperation from the students. We've made a lot of changes, and you know, a lot of people don't like change right off, but the teachers have been very cooperative, and a lot of the schedule changes we've made, and the students have been very cooperative and haven't complained, or they haven't complained about the new type of scheduling that they have. So I'd say number one is the cooperation and support they've given the administrative personnel here.
What do you like the least?
What I like the least? I can't, I'd like to have better facilities, you know, and I know the students would. I'd like to have a newer building. So if there's one thing that I'd say I like the least is are the facilities here. I'd like to see a little better.
How do you compare CMS to other schools that you've worked at?
Well, I would say that the difference is this building. This is an old high school building, which is pretty tough to schedule a true middle school in an old high school. So that's been the most difficult part. But as far as we're getting it to be a typical middle school, if we had the facilities, a middle school facility, it would be much nicer. We could accommodate students and do a lot more things than we are doing.
Do you have any hobbies like fishing or playing golf?
Oh, I love fishing. I like fishing. See the new sign up there. All the Florida freshwater fishes.
Library books are due in today. CMS band and chorus students are leaving today at 8 a.m. And these are the winning numbers from the drawing of the Cougar Paw. 32, 142, 78, 213, 277. Go to the office with your paper for the prize. What are today's headlines, Phil?
Well, from the newspaper, there are no headlines.
Oh, well, as always, that was interesting.
Well, only one more day until you can sleep in, watch more TV, and have a break from homework.
Yeah, I can't wait. And only 9 more days till Christmas.
Cool, huh? But now how Christmas Eve always seems so long.
Yeah, and you can hardly get to sleep.
Before we forget, what is on today's menu?
Well, it's sliced turkey with gravy, with mashed potatoes and gravy, with green beans, and Christmas cake rolls. And as always, milk.
Well, we better go now before we miss first period. Too
Yeah, keep dreaming.
Bye.
Stay tuned to watch the prizes available from Teen 6A.
Christmas party. These gifts will be awarded to lucky ticket winners. Good luck. Buy your tickets.
Tuesday, capital Tuesday. Tuesday.
Give me a D!
T. Give me a U. U.
Give me an E!
E. Give me an A. S.
Give me a D!
D. Give me an A. A. Give me a Y. Y.
What's that spell?
Tuesday.
What's that spell?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
You got your T. Give me a U. U. You got your U. You got your U. Give me an E. E. You got your E. You got your E. Give me an S. S. You got your S. You got your S. Give me a D. D. You got your D. You got your D. Give me an A. A. You got your A. You got your A. Give me a Y. Y. You got your Y. You got your Y. What is spell? Tuesday. One more time. Tuesday. Little loud. Tuesday. Give me a T. T. You got your T. You got your T. Give me a U. U. You got your U. You got your U. Give me a E. E. You got your E. You got your E. Give me a S. S. You got your S. You got your S. Give me a D. D. You got your D. You got your D. Give me an A. A. You got your A. You got your A. Give me a Y. Y. You got your Y. You got your Y. What is spell? Tuesday. One more time. Tuesday. Little louder. Tuesday.
Hello, CMS. I'm Heidi Reynolds.
Yes, and I'm Ted Davis. Welcome to yet another... Good morning, CMS. I'm Timothy Watson.
I'm Jimmy Rourke's with today's lunch menu. The sloppy joe on a bun, french fries, fruit juice, baked dessert, and milk.
Well, that sounds good, I think. Moving on, the announcements are, there will be a chess club meeting next Tuesday, January 11th, after school in Miss Thomas's room. Friday, there will be a morning news show meeting after school. Make arrangements for transportation home. All library books are due. The laminator is on, and there will be a junior Miss Hendry County meeting. More info tomorrow.
And now to Miss Powell with the word wizard.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm the word wizard for today. This is going to enhance your vocabulary. Our word for today, hold this guys, is adrift. A-D-R-I-F-T, also written in little printing there. It's usually used as an adverb, guys, but on occasion it can be an adjective. Adrift. Now look at the little drift part. It makes you think of floating along, and that's exactly what adrift means. Floating along, but kind of aimlessly. So think of a boat, and the engine's just conked out, and it's just floating along with no direction whatsoever. No wind in the sails, just floating along with no guidance. And you know, boys and girls and students and teachers, that this can happen in our own lives. Sometimes even people have no direction whatsoever. They're not sure about what they're going to choose. They have no plan. We can all be adrift on the sea of life. Now, teachers, I want you to get up out of your chair, go over to the chalkboard, using a piece of chalk, write adrift, A-D-R-I-F-T, usually used as an adverb, on the chalkboard. And students, I would write this down if I were you. Those teachers might just surprise you with a quiz. Adrift, floating along, aimlessly. Be ready for tomorrow's word for the day. Bye!
Thanks for that refreshing update. Did you know on this day in 1885 the first appendectomy was performed by Dr. William Grant?
No, I didn't know that. But I am glad you told me. The headlines are,
Mexico has a bloody uprising. Always like to hear the headlines. Wake up, CMS. I'm Jimmy Rourke.
and I'm Timothy Watson. I sure am glad you're awake today, Jimmy. I had a hard time waking you up yesterday.
Yeah, I got a good night's sleep last night, and I'm glad I didn't get any more freezing water poured on my head.
I just hope I don't get hit with a newspaper today. I'll save the headlines for last, just in case.
Well, Tim, what's on today's menu?
Today we are having hot dog, french fries, juice, oatmeal cookie, and always good old milk.
That sounds great. Tim, what are today's announcements?
Today's announcements are as follows. U-books are back on sale with it till the end of January. There will be a chess club meeting next Tuesday, January 11th, after school in Miss Thomas's room. There will be a student council meeting Wednesday, January 12th, right after school in Miss Garrett's room. Please make arrangements for a ride home. Morning show meeting has been canceled. Jimmy, do we have any headlines today? Jimmy, what are you doing?
I'm ducking in case someone throws a newspaper at me.
I don't think you have to worry about that today. I've got the newspaper right here. And here are today's headlines. Wounded Kerrigan to try to escape. U.S. 1993 figure skating champion Nancy Kerrigan says she will try to complete tonight for a spot on the Olympic team. A day after being attacked and hit on the leg by an iron bar. Officials are considering a medical exemption that would have placed her on the team, but Kerrigan said she will try to take the ice. What if her injuries cost her one of the team's spots? It's not the most important thing to skate. If I can't have to deal with it, Kerrigan, 24, after receiving treatment on her right leg. Boy, I'm so glad today is Friday.
I am too. I've been waiting for this day all week.
Have a nice weekend, Jimmy.
You too.
See you next week, CMS.
Well, that's much.
Don't laugh now, because he's concentrating. Really give it to him.
Make funny faces, come on. All some of you don't.
You go, girl.
Hello, CMS. I'm Mandy Harris, and this is another one of those to get started Mondays. The date is 10th of January.
And I'm Oliver Lopez.
To move along, the announcements today are Hey, where are they?
The announcements for today are,
Hey, I'm supposed to do them.
oops, oh well, they are, yearbooks are on sale until the end of January. There will be a chess club meeting tomorrow, January 11th, after school in Miss Thomas's room. There will be a student council meeting Wednesday, January 12th, right after school in Miss Garrett's room. Please make arrangements for a ride home.
Very well said. I couldn't have said it better. Now hurry and tell us the headlines.
The headlines today are, hey, where are they?
Ha, got you this time.
Yeah, but this time only.
We'll see about that. The headlines today are, President Russian extremism a threat. Summit opens today. President Clinton opened his first European trip Sunday, warning that a rising mood of nationalism in Russia threatens the march of democracy and free economies in Eastern Europe. He said there Oliver Lopez.
Good morning, CMS. As she said, I'm Oliver Lopez, and this is Wednesday, January the 12th.
We're halfway in the week and we're halfway out. So that means we only have 2 more days until the weekend. I can't wait for the weekend. It's what keeps you going the rest of the week.
I see your point. Let's get off to a good start with the headlines. The headlines for today are, Clinton makes rounds in Europe while Vice President Al Gore is offering executives at high technology and Hollywood companies escape from burdensome regulations as they develop new communications technologies as long as they offer their products to everyone. Sometimes the world can be so interesting.
Yeah, I guess sometimes. But it can also be a little scary with things like nuclear weapons, starving people, crime. Well, I think you get my point.
But it's not all gloom and doom. This is so hard to say, but it's in the script. I'm sure everyone at CMS is thrilled that the Seminoles are national champions.
Okay, let's get on to the announcements.
The announcements today are, attention, 7th and 8th grade girls. The CMS band will have flag line for parade. Talk to Mr. Sweebies or Miss Powell to sign up for tryouts. There is a newspaper meeting today after school in Miss Head's room. Little League sign-up will be Wednesday and Sunday night at the youth center. Please bring birth certificate and parent with identification. That's it for me. How about you?
There will be a student council meeting today right after school in Miss Garrett's room. Yearbooks are on sale until the end of January. There will be a meeting for the morning show tomorrow after school in the library. If there is an FFA meeting today after school in Mr. Dryden's room. Today for lunch we're having fried chicken, mashed potatoes with gravy, green beans, rolls, and milk. I wonder how that new pizza is going to be.
Me too. It sounds interesting. Special pizza or something like that.
Well, we better go. I need to stop at my locker.
You mean you can find anything in that locker?
Ha ha ha. Very funny. This is Mandy and Oliver signing off. Bye. I got into band because I thought it would be fun to learn an instrument.
I got into band because I thought it would be fun to learn something new that I never knew before and play my instrument.
I got in band because I wanted to learn how to play the trumpet.
I got in band because I wanted to learn how to play an instrument and go on all the field trips.
I got into band because I wanted to try something new like playing an instrument.
This is a special announcement. Announcement is for all 6th graders. In order to allow a larger number.
Today's word is pathetic. It's from the Greek word pathos, which means to experience or suffer. The definition is having the capacity to move one to either compassion, as I hope I just did, or contemptuous pity. Now I have an example of that too. Can the camera see that? These guys are pathetic. Thank you.
Thanks, Miss Hall. Yeah, thanks a lot.
On the act for this week, Decor Summers.
Excuse me, the one and only. What am I, a sidekick, Ed McMahon?
You look like it with that towel.
I like this tie. And anyways, it's the beginning of tie week. All we anchors will be wearing ties. And on Friday, we invite the whole school, and including the teachers, to wear the wackiest ties you can find.
And also on Friday, we'll pick the best tie.
Are there going to be prizes?
I think so. I have more information on that later this week.
So let's get started with this week's review.
Hi, I'm Leah Thomas with the results of our school's music poll. The top 3 types of music were rap, coming in first place with more than 158 votes. Coming in second place was soft rock. And in third place was country. Now on to your 7 favorite groups or singers. In first place is Escape. In second place is Snoop Doggy Dogg. In third place is DRS. In fourth place is a tie between Garth Brooks and R. Kelly. In fifth place is Boyz II Men. In sixth place is Mariah Carey. And in seventh place is Jodeci. Now for the last category, CMS's favorite songs. The top 10 list was, at number 1, Song of the Year, Understanding by Escape. Number 2, Gangster Lean by DRS. And number 3, What's My Name by Snoop Doggy Dogg. Number 4, Donkey Butt. Number 5, Hoop There It Is by Tag Team. Number 6, Hero by Mariah Carey. Number 7, I'll Always Love You by Whitney Houston. Number 8, End of the Road by Boyz II Men. Number 9, Cry for You. And in 10th spot, a tie between Again by Janet Jackson and Friends in Low Places by Garth Brooks. The most common combination was rap, escape, and understanding. Thank you.
Thank you, Leo. Tomorrow we'll have an exclusive interview with Miss Wendell and Miss Brady. Are you excited? I guess so. But if we ever want to get to class, we need to get on with it. Starting with the announcement. Here you go. Thank you. There will be a meeting for all students on the interview committee for the morning show on Wednesday, January 26th in the library. The next chess club meeting will be on Tuesday, February 1st in Mrs. Thomas's room. Thank goodness. Thanks. What? Thank goodness. For what? Thank goodness that woman Gertrude didn't show up. Did you see how she was all over Clinton? Yes, I did. So let's hurry up and finish before she has a chance to show up. What's for lunch? Sausage pizza, tossed salad, applesauce, and milk. Wouldn't it be great if we could have food from a different restaurant every lunch? Yeah, we could have Domino's on Monday, the Olive Garden on Tuesday. Yeah, the Outback Steakhouse on Wednesdays, and Subway's on Thursdays. And Taco Bell on Fridays. CMS would make it in history. Speaking of history, on this date in 1848, gold was discovered in California by a carpenter working for John Schroeder. It started the beginning of the gold rush. I wish I was there. I know. Well, that's old news. Personally, I prefer current news. So let's check out the headlines. Wanted $1 million stamp. The U.S. Postal Service thought it was issuing a commemorative stamp, but wound up with a potential $1 million misprint, and it wants it back. The stamp is supposed to honor Cowboy Bill Pickett, but Pickett The stamp is supposed to honor Cowboy Bill Pickett, but pictures of his brother Ben, retired postal worker Jim Pitt, a Salem, Oregon stamp dealer, now owns the misprint that could fetch more than $1 million. That's all we have for today. Today will be your... Hey, what are y'all doing? In our chairs.
Well, since it's Wacky Wednesday, we thought we'd do something different.
Real funny guy.
Get out.
Get out of our seat.
Get out.
Welcome to Wacky Wednesday on CMS Headline News. It's great to be here. How are you today, Nicole? I'm fine, and I've decided to be extra good even though it's supposed to be a wacky show. Do you have a fever, girl? You're not acting like yourself today. What's wrong? You know who is here for the show today. Don't you remember the show? No, I don't. And who in the world is you know who? Is Gertrude going to visit us again today? No, it's Mr. Hopkins, Mr. Enzer, and Mr. Kinsey. They're all the word readers for today. That's great. I bet they are all wearing a tie. Perfect guess for our tie week. Come on, here they come. Let's get out of here.
Yes, we wear a tie just about every day except Friday, which is School Spirit Day. And I'm wearing a tie today, has the cougar on it. So we're appropriate. Mr. Kinsey always wears ties, and I can't afford to buy them. The word today is evaporate. The way you pronounce that is E, the accent's on the VAP, evaporate, long A. That means to change into a vapor. You know what a vapor is? That's something like fog, steam, smoke. I know you've seen a lot of smoke around here with all this sugarcane being burned. And it also has a second meaning, evaporate. It means to vanish, disappear. So remember that, evaporate. Mr. Ender's not here today, but Mr. Kinsey is.
When I was first asked to present this word to the student body, I wanted to disappear. And that is a cast off of evaporate. How many of you have heard of evaporated milk? This means to extract water from the milk. Normally you find evaporated milk in a can. Evaporate, it means to diminish and disappear into a solid, made into a vapor.
Okay, thank you. Don't forget what evaporate means. Now we'll vanish.
Thank you, Mr. Hopkins, for being our assistant to the word wizard. Let's talk about lunch. I hope they're not serving anything stringy. No, nothing stringy. We're having turkey with gravy and rice, lemon beans, rolls, fruit, and milk. President Clinton gave the State Union address last night. That's true, but why are you talking about it now? I was thinking about the headlines, and that was the most important one. Anything else exotic in the headline? Yeah, one other thing. One headline says, women who drink coffee should also drink milk if they want strong bones. That's it. I just had an idea. For my Type Friday, I was thinking about this President's State of the Union address, and it came to me. I'm going to make it red, white, and blue. You know, a patriotic tie. I can even put stars and stripes on it. I think I'll have stripes on mine too. Tiger stripes. I could even wear it to the varsity football game in the fall. I'm really getting excited about Friday. I hope the annual staff photographers and newspaper staff are here for it. Do you have your ties yet? I sure hope so. What else is happening at CMS? What are the announcements, Nicole? First, for all English teachers and their students, remember the grade level spelling bees are in their library on Monday, January 31st. Second, to Miss Thomas, happy birthday. We hope you have a nice day. Third, newspaper meeting today after school. Fourth, interview committee meeting today after school also. Fifth, the morning show meeting after school tomorrow is for all the chairmen. Sixth, students court. There's a students court meeting after school. We'll be filming today. And tomorrow will not be Wacky
Teachers,
Wednesday.
please excuse the interruption. Bus number 102 is late. Could you please admit students to class? Also, the kids walking in the American Cancer Society walkathon need to turn in their donations and their entry fee into Mrs. Bird tomorrow before school bell. Thank you.
And tomorrow will not be Wacky Wednesday. And we don't have to put up with this ridiculous stringy stuff. You're right. Tomorrow is sports. The sports team will be talking about the Super Bowl. Good. I'll be looking forward to hearing about that. Me too. And I'll also be looking forward to seeing all of you at CMS on tomorrow's headline edition of CMS Headline News. Bye. Bye.
for 2 reasons. One is because today's tie day. Welcome to the word segment for today. I have some bears here today for 2 reasons. One is because today's tie day and they're all wearing ties. But the other reason is the bears are supposed to help you remember the word. The word has nothing to do with bears, but the word is bearable. And maybe the bears will help you remember bearable. Bearable is an adjective, which you know from your English class is a word that is used to describe a noun. Bearable means a nature that allows being endured, or that which can be endured. A synonym would be tolerable. Perhaps you might say that school is more bearable today because it's tie day. Or maybe you think school is more bearable today because it's Friday. So remember, bearable is an adjective that means tolerable. Thank you, girls.
Thanks a lot, Miss Wendell. CMS wouldn't be unbearable without you. Could you give us the whole list of wizard words that we have so far?
Sure.
Homeroom teachers may even want to write them on the blackboard.
Sure. Students, you should always write these down. I'll give you a few seconds to get ready. Ready? Here we go. The first word is a drill. A-D-R-I-F-T. The second word is rebellion. R-E-B-I-L-L. R-E-B-E-L-L-I-O-N. The third word is blunt. B-L-U-N-T. The fourth word is pathetic. P-A-T-H-E-T-I-C. The fifth word is gorge. G-O-R-G-E. The sixth word is evaporate. E-V-A-P-O-R-A-T-E. The seventh word is confine. C-O-N-F-I-N-E. The eighth word is bearable. B-E-A-R-A-B-L-E.
Okay, Tacoa, that's good, but we've been too serious for too long. Let's play a game.
Fine, what is it? Here to tell on the donkey?
That's close, but not quite. The name of the game is Put the Tie on the Nerd.
That sounds funny, but how do you play?
Easy. First you get some nerds. Hey, you guys, come over here. Oh, you're just perfect. Now all of you have to do is stand here and we'll put ties on you.
Isn't that cute?
Oh, Clint, this is Gertrude, Clint. I'm watching you, Clint. This is Gertrude, and you so cute as a nerd girl, Clint. Ooh, look at them. Why don't you take a close-up, guys? They're just so cute.
Thanks for that game, LaShara. We need to do the menu
Teachers,
and
please
announcements.
excuse the interruption. Bus 101, Bus 103, and Bus 108 are late. Also, teachers, this is just a reminder, please have your students vote in homeroom for the class superlatives. Thank you.
Now we need to do the menu and the announcements. The menu is Italian dunkers, broccoli, fruit cocktail, and Italian bread with cheese and milk. Could you do the announcements, LaShara?
No problem. The staff for the morning show Directors, Madison Grace, Lauren Shell, and Robin Lopez. On Monday, February 14th, which is Valentine's Day, CMS Headline News would like to broadcast your Valentine messages. If you would like to send a TV Valentine, print it clearly on a piece of paper. Write your name and give it to Mr. Stiles in the library or Mrs. Lopez. Winners of the best tie prizes.
Are you still with me? Anlo Sepulveda comes from Reagan High in Austin, Texas. He'll be out doing stories as a field producer. So will Heather Higdon from Graves County High in Fancy Farm, Kentucky. Looks like she's working on one now. Kimberly Glenn's got her work cut out for her as a news writer-researcher. She's also a Kentuckian from Apollo High in Owensboro. Felicitas Cadena is the line producer. Her job is to pull all the different parts of the show together and make sure they all flow smoothly. She's from Waxahachie High in Waxahachie, Texas. And finally, here's the guy responsible for the whole show, the Big Cheese, the Top Gun. From George Jenkins High in Lakeland, Florida, executive producer Jonathan D. Evans.
Well, that'll be fun.
Know it.
Is there anything you want to say before we go?
Hi, Huntington.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
What's up, CMS? It's Eric Lee coming at you hard.
And I'm Madison Grace for another edition of CMS Headline News. This is February 4th, 1994.
Well, Madison, I didn't eat any breakfast, so I'd kind of like to know what's for lunch, for once.
Well, the lunch today is soup and sandwich, coleslaw, apple crisp, and milk.
Okay, well, I can't wait. It's always Burger King. Okay,
Eric, have you forgotten what's happening tonight?
you going to Fort Myers?
No, stupid, it's TGIF.
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
Anyway, here are the headlines for today. Vietnam embargo ends. MIA groups, business at odds over decision. Bitterness and applause greeted President Clinton's lifting of the trade embargo against Vietnam in place since the war ended 19 years ago. Can Jordan jump to baseball? Dad believed Michael could play in the majors. Former NBA star who played as a team loves a challenge, and baseball is it.
Okay. Thanks, Matt. All right, let's see what the announcements are. Attention, all 7th graders from Teams A to Team B. You need to take all your textbooks home today. They are to remain at home for the rest of the year. Class sets of books will be provided for your use at school. So don't forget to take books with you on today when you leave. The Valentine's Dance is February 11th. Dress is semi-formal. It starts at 7:30 and ends at 10:30 in the cafeteria. It's $3 for a single and $5 for a date. Don't forget to give your Valentine's message to the morning show for broadcasting. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. And for all you students that want to do well for the CAT test in a couple months, here's some test tips in case you want to do well. Rework problem if in doubt. Use all of the allocated time and organize and monitor time. And that's all.
All right, Eric.
Well, I'm really glad that we have only that we have a whole 2 days for a break, but my dad will probably end up making me work all the time.
Well, before we have to go, keep your TVs on for Kids Court.
See you, CMS.
Have a good weekend.
Ms. Dirks, would you read the report, please?
On the day of January 8, 1994, Farrah Harper borrowed a shirt from Yolanda Florida. When Farrah borrowed the shirt from Yolanda, Yolanda asked Farrah, please return the shirt by the 10th of January. When Farrah returned the shirt, it was ruined. Yolanda asked Farrah, what happened to the shirt? And Farrah replied, I'm sorry, it was an accident. I spilled punch on your shirt, so I went home to wash it, and I washed it with bleach, forgetting about the blue squares on the shirt. As I pulled the shirt from the washer, the sleeves started to rip. I suppose I put on too much bleach. So Yolanda asked Farrah for at least $50, but Farrah refused to pay because she says it was an accident. Now Yolanda is taking it to students' court.
Ms. Summers, could you call your plaintiffs to the stand, please?
I would like to call Yolanda Florida to the stand. Yolanda, could you please tell the court what happened on the night of January 8, 1994?
Around about 4 o'clock, I got a phone call from Farrah Harper, and she said, Yolanda, can I borrow your shirt? And I said, yes. So she came over around about 7:30 that night to get the shirt, and I said, Farrah, please have the shirt by the 10th, and she said, okay.
Okay, when did she return the shirt?
She returned it on the 9th.
Okay, so she returned it early.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how much did you pay? Excuse me, what happened on the night that she returned it?
She returned it in a brown paper bag, and when I looked in, I said, Farrah, what happened to my shirt? She said, well, I had spilled punch on it at the party, and so I went home to wash it, to get it out, and she said, and forgetting about the blue squares, I guess they faded because I guess I put too much bleach on it. Then she said, when I was taking it out the dryer, the sleeve ripped off, and she said the reason why the sleeve ripped off was because she said she thinks she put too much bleach on it.
Okay, Exhibit A, Your Honor. The shirt that Yolanda's talking about. And Exhibit B, this is the picture of Yolanda that she had taken on the 7th of the shirt that she had on. Okay, Yolanda, how much did you pay for the shirt?
$60.
Okay, the receipt, Your Honor. How many times did you wear the shirt?
Once.
Okay, how much are you asking for?
At least $50.
Okay, didn't you and Farrah went against each other in the election for student council president?
Yes, we did.
Who won that election?
I did.
When did that election take place?
January 4th.
So that was 4 days before she bought the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Your witness, Ms. Rawls.
Ms. Brown, how much did you pay for the shirt?
$60.
$60. Okay, you asking for $50.
Yes, I am.
Are you and Farrah Harper friends or associates?
Before she ruined my shirt on purpose, I thought we were
Friends or associates?
friends.
Okay, if she was your friend, why should you ask her to pay for your shirt if she was your friend?
Because
I thought real friends do not ask each
real
other.
friends don't
Real
damage
friends,
people's
she
shirts.
tried to wash it. What kind of material is the shirt?
Look on and see that it's tan.
Okay. And did you tell Miss Harper how to wash the shirt?
No, I did not.
Well, how do you think? Is she supposed to put it on a general cycle
How
or
was
a
I
regular
supposed to
cycle?
know she was gonna ruin my shirt?
A real friend would wash the shirt after she gets through using the shirt.
A real friend would try, if she didn't like me, she would try to ruin my shirt. Then she
Okay, you just said Miss Harper didn't like you. You said it. Now, after you won student council, don't you think she was mad at you? You just said it.
No, I did not.
Well, you just said she was mad at you.
You're trying to twist my words around.
You said she was mad at you. I didn't say it. It came out of your mouth.
No.
Yes, it did. Okay. Where did you get your shirt from?
Macy's.
You didn't say you paid $6. As you paid young. There's a shirt sale price the same as that shirt for $25.
Well, Kmart, they sell the same shirts. Kmart's, Macy's, Sears,
Why did
all
you
over
go
the
get
place.
it for a cheaper price, the same shirt? Just the way
I went to Macy's. Don't you think they're gonna try to sell it at a higher price? I bought this shirt from Macy's. Of course, Walmart's gonna probably have the same shirt, a little
You
lower
probably
than
got
that. I got my shirt from
you
Macy's.
could've got
There's
more
the
material.
receipt right
Better.
there.
Okay, the receipt. Okay, Miss Forno. You probably got ripped off for your money, don't you think? No, I do not. People these days just want your money.
They probably do.
Okay. Did Fairhopper buy a shirt from you before?
Yes, she did.
And what happened to it?
You know, it was about 2 months ago. When she returned it, it had a ketchup stain on it, so I assume she
A
didn't wash
ketchup
that.
stain. A ketchup stain. When she used it, it had a ketchup stain on it. And
When she brought my shirt back, it had a ketchup stain on it, but when I gave
when
it to
she
her,
brought it back, it had a ketchup stain on it. And then when she brought it back this time, the blue squares are faded
and the sleeve was ripped off.
Don't you think that she did the first time she could do it again?
Yes, but I guess I wasn't thinking. How was I gonna try to do that on purpose?
How do you know she didn't try to do it on purpose?
I was being a friend.
Okay, a friend would take her to kids' court asking for money. She was your friend, Yolanda.
We didn't have to do that. She would have just gave me the $50 when I asked for it.
Oh well, a friend would take her. Why do you think she don't think you're her friend anymore then?
Could you repeat the question, please?
I said she probably think you not her friend anymore. Think she said that you taking her to school court. I wouldn't pay you that money anyway. You could have got that money for cheaper for $25 at.
But I bought it from Macy's, okay?
I'm like, that was your bad, not Miss Harper's bad. Yes, it was. And Miss Fornoff. Okay.
A telephone, or go bike riding, or rollerblading. I have to return to my bedroom before 7 o'clock each evening. What's wrong with them? What is it? Does anyone know what's wrong with my parents?
My dearest darling, you're on restriction. RESTRICTION. This means something that restricts, limiting condition, or rule. It also means a restricting or being restricted.
School's cool. Stash your trash. No pads, stay in class. Think before you speak. Zip your lip. If it isn't yours, leave it alone. Always be prepared. A winner never quits, and a quitter never wins.
Why are you saying all these funny things?
Why, my dear, I'm repeating mottos. A motto spelled M-O-T-T-O is a brief sentence adopted as a rule of conduct. It also means a sentence word or phrase, written or engraved on some object.
Students, remember today's words are restriction
and motto.
Restriction means something that restricts, limiting condition, or rule. Students are put on restriction because of low grades or poor behavior in school.
And motto. The motto, "In God We Trust," appears on all American money. This is my motto. I love to teach because teaching is love.
Thank you.
Okay. Now here's Mr. Hopkins with a special announcement about the dance. The dance is Friday night from 7:30 to 10:30. And if you buy a ticket just for yourself, it's $3. If you want to buy one for your person you're taking to the dance, it's for 2 tickets, it'll be $5. Mr. Inzer will be selling those tickets Thursday and Friday. That's tomorrow and Friday. As same as always, only Clewiston middle school students are allowed to attend any middle school function, unless it's a ball game you want to come in. But dances are restricted to Clewiston middle school students. Thank you and have a nice day.
Well, howdy ho, partners. Today's Loco Miércoles, or Wacky Wednesday.
I'm Lauren Shaw, and this is my loco partner, Ashley Hall.
I am not loco.
Well, I don't know about you, but I think we should let the experts decide that. Anyway, the announcements are, don't forget to give your Valentine messages to the morning show for broadcasting. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. There is no newspaper reading today after school. Now, for today's Wacky Wednesday feature with Philip Thomas and Robbie Reynolds.
Bye.
Philip?
Well, I was thinking about the Valentine's suggestion from Monday's morning show. Remember? They suggested jewelry as a Valentine's gift.
That's great, Philip. But what does that have to do with gumdrops?
I'm making a gumdrop necklace. You can wear it and then enjoy eating it. Good idea, don't you think?
Yeah, the girls said they like things to eat. That fits right in.
Did you come up with any gift ideas, Robbie?
Sure did, and they're great ones.
Is that coupon one of them?
Yes. You know how girls always want to go out for a special candlelight dinner? Well, here's a coupon for a free dinner at CMS Cafe.
Do you think that that's what they had in mind?
Sure. They just have to remember to bring their own
Teachers,
food.
please excuse the interruption. Bus number 93 was late. Please admit students to class.
If you
Thank
remember, another one of the suggestions was flowers. And I thought...
Wait. No need to explain. I'm sure that's what every girl would want to have on Valentine's Day.
Right. So have a great Valentine's Day, and don't forget these wonderful gift ideas.
The headlines are, frequent moves, tough on kids, emotional. School-age children whose families have moved at least 3 times in their lives are about as twice as likely as kids who never moved to experience emotional and school problems, suggests a new federal survey.
Wait just a minute. I can do the headlines.
Hey, if you say so.
Today's headlines are, Love at First Bite, a Valentine's Day proviso. Men and women who exchange gifts of chocolate subconsciously are trying to cause their sweetie to fall madly in love with them, says Galino F. Bronzera, psychology professor at Roanoke College, Salem, Virginia.
Okay, well, do you have anything to add to this?
No, but I'd like to know what you're wearing to the Valentine's dance.
Nothing.
You're wearing nothing? Like you're going nude?
No, I'm not going at all.
It's going to be fun. If you change your mind, you can go with me.
Okay, but I don't like getting dressed up in frou-frou dresses and high-heeled shoes.
Well, this dance is not for frou-frou dresses and heels. It's for semi-formal dresses and flats, or heels if you want.
Okay, then it's a possibility, but we better get to first period.
Okay.
Students and faculty of Closter Middle School, on behalf of people who care, you are invited to participate in our 3rd annual Black History Education Day. This exciting event will be held on Saturday, February the 26th at the Moorhaven Elementary School. Because February has been designated as National Black History Month, we feel that this is an appropriate time to focus on teaching and celebrating our great contributions made from Black people. Our goals for this day of education are to foster cultural awareness of our Black heritage as a race. We like to teach the Black National Anthem and why it was written. Our goal is also to instill cultural pride and self-esteem, especially in you, our young people. We ask that you please come out to be with us on Saturday, February the 26th, 1994. This day will begin from 8 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon at the Moorhaven Elementary School. Our guest event that day will be the Rose of Sharon Dance Company, all the way from the great city of Miami, Florida. I know you're interested in seeing them perform. Classes will be offered that day in Black history, music, art, and a variety.
And even more than Ashley.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? What's so great about that?
I'm going to rest and relax. Most people, especially parents, don't realize how stressful school can be. Project after project, math problem after math problem. Kids live for the weekend.
You know, you're right. I say we go for a non-stressful show.
Okay.
We should sit on the tables in all our classes.
Yeah, this is great.
Well, let's get started. Since eating is non-stressful, let's read the menu.
Today we're having sliced turkey with gravy, mashed potatoes, green beans, rolls, and milk.
That was definitely not stressful. Let's pick out some relaxing headlines. to be told. Think, Valentine's Day is big for the floral industry? Think again, it's huge. Here are some starts. Stats. The Society of American Florists estimates that 150 million roses and 140 million carnations were sold during Valentine's Day 1993. Valentine's Day is the largest single holiday for the floral industry. Valentine's Day is second only to the Christmas season in the number of flowers purchased. More than 80% of the flowers were bought by men.
How much do you love chocolate? If the answer is tons, head on to Hershey's Chocolate World in Hershey, Pennsylvania for a look at its 350-pound, 10-foot cake commemorating Hershey's 100th birthday. Baked with more than 200 pounds of chocolate and cocoa, the tiers were created by 10 of the USA's leading pastry chefs. I'm feeling better all the time.
Me too. You know, there are other fun things you can do on the weekends that can take your mind off school.
Like sports, as long as you remember it's just a game. So here's Eric Lee with some info on this winter's Olympics.
What's up, CMS? This is Eric Lee for all your information for sports. Well, today we'll be talking about the first half of the Winter Olympics. We will be watching Dan Jansen as he will be trying his best for the gold in speed skating. We'll also be watching Nancy Kerrigan as we hope she can pull off the gold with her leg injury. Well, for day one, which will be Saturday, February 12th, 1994, will include the opening ceremonies. Day two will be men's luge, alpine skating, figure skating, and hockey. Day three will be alpine skating, men's luge, and speed skating. Day four will be alpine skating, freestyle skiing, hockey, and figure skating. Day five will be women's luge, freestyle skating, and speed skating. Day six will be alpine skating, figure skating, and hockey. This is all for now. Thanks. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Before I go, also, the NBA basketball star Michael Jordan has signed a contract with the Chicago White Sox. If he's not good enough, he'll probably be transferred to AAA ball. This is Eric Lee signing off.
And now here's a special announcement with Mrs. Thompson.
Good morning, CMS. I'm here to invite you this morning to participate in our third annual Black History Education Day, to be held on Saturday, February the 26th, 1994 at the Moorhaven Elementary School. Because Moorhaven has been designated as National Black History Month, we feel that this is a great appropriate time to focus on teaching and celebrating the great contributions that blacks have made in society from biblical time up to this present age. Our goals for this day of education are, number one, to foster cultural awareness of our black heritage. Number two, to teach the Black National Anthem and its purpose. And number three, to instill cultural pride and self-esteem, especially in you, our black people, black students. On this Black History Day, we will begin at 8 o'clock in the morning and have classes running to 3 p.m. Remember, we're at the Moorhaven Elementary School. Our feature selection will be the Rosa Sharon Dance Company, all the way from the big city of Miami, Florida. Classes offered in Black History will include music, art, and sports as well. We will provide classes for those ages 4-year-olds to adults, so we have something for everyone. Transportation will be provided. Please see Mrs. Berry for your registration form or Mrs. Thompson. We also have t-shirts on sale. We're looking to see you out on Saturday, February the 26th to celebrate with us as we continue in our quest for education. Thank you.
Special delivery for Lauren Shell. That's me. It's from your secret admirer.
Thanks. Secret admirer, Lauren.
Special delivery for Ashley Hall from your secret admirer, too. He wants to meet you at the dance. Golly, this place is starting to look like a floral shop.
What's wrong with her?
She probably doesn't have a secret admirer like we do.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, keeping with the theme of the show, the headlines are: be on the lookout for surprise smiles on Monday. Almost 3/4 of Americans plan to give their Valentine's Day present, even though almost half aren't expecting one. Fewer men than women expect to get a gift back, and men are less likely to be ticked off than women if they don't receive a gift.
That's great. I'd like to know what's going on in the world. And today's announcements are: today's the last day to sign up for the Junior Miss Pageant. Forms are in the office if you'd like to pick one up. Beta Club is taking new members in today. Would the following students please come to the front office at this time? Angela Dunlap, Daniel Osborne, Eric Castello, Andrea Harris, Keith Hester, Willie Hill, Jacqueline Martinez, Christy O'Neill, Justin Popill, Jessica Richardson, Yara Sanchez, Monica Sandoval, Stephanie Thompson, Sean Wilson, and Crystal Harris. Beta Club members and sponsors would like to congratulate these students. If any 7th grader feels they qualify for Beta Club, please see Miss Brady or Miss Wendell. Now to Micah Harris and Robbie Remick with today's wizard word.
That's not Micah Harris.
I'd like to be your word wizard for today. Today's word is employ. E-M-P-L-O-Y. It means to give work to, or to use and to keep busy. I would like to employ you.
Hola, amigo, ¿qué pasa? Yo tengo muchísimo hambre. ¿Dónde está la cafetería?
I would like to employ you. E-M-P-O-P-L-O-Y. Employ you.
No comprendo, amigo. ¿Qué quieres decir?
Is there anyone who can interpret him to explain the meaning of?
Pero no comprendo, amigo. Por favor, di algo.
In case you don't have the rest of the words written down, here they are along with their spelling. Adrift. A-D-R-I-F-T. Adrift. Rebellion. R-E-B-E-L-L-I-O-N. Blunt. B-L-U-N-T. Blunt. Evaporate. E-V-A-P-O-R-A-T-E. Evaporate. Pathetic. P-A-T-H-E-T-I-C. Pathetic. Gorge. G-O-R-G-E. Gorge. Confine. C-O-N-F-I-N-E. Bearable. B-E-A-R-A-B-L-E. Vitality. V-I-T-A-L-I-T-Y. Drowsiness. D-R-O-W-S-I-N-E-S-S. Defend. D-E-F-E-N-D. Rotate. R-O-T-A-T-E. Restriction. R-E-S-T-R-I-C-T-I-O-N. Motto. M-O-T-T-O. Employ. E-M-P-L-O-Y. Interpret. I-N-T-E-R-P-R-E-T. Incomplete. I-N-C-O-M-P-L-E-T-E. And spacious. S-P-A-C-I-O-U-S.
Now this is Gertrude, and I want you to make sure you listen to those words. Clint, did you hear that, Clint, you sweet little thing? Write those words down, Clint. I want you to make 100. Okay, Clint, bye.
It's also good to know what's going on in our school.
All this excitement makes me hungry.
Or maybe reading the menu will help postpone your hunger. Probably. Well, I'll give it a try. Today we're having...
It's me, Gertrude, and I'm back. Oh, I was coming yesterday. I was coming yesterday on Valentine's Day, but you know what? I spent my whole day looking for Clint, my Valentine. I couldn't find Clint anywhere. Where was Clint? Don't. That boy is so ugly, and he just looks up at me and says, just don't look at me like that. Hey! He's kind of cute, too. Well, all right. Now I've got things to do today. Let me see. I got some cards here. And my first one says, oath. Oath. Make sure you say that right. Now, it's O-A-T-H. And it means a very serious promise. So the word is oath. Make sure you get that, because that's one of those word wizard words, and it's important now. Now I have another word. Now this word's real tricky, because it's spelled wrong on this piece of paper. It's spelled wrong. I'll tell you how to spell it right. D-E-L-I-G-H. There's an H missing. G-H-T-F-U-L. It's spelled wrong on this paper. Now, the word is delightful, and it means greatly pleasing. I'm so pleased to be here with y'all. I'm just greatly pleased. It's a delightful morning at CMS. Now, I want to tell you one other thing before I go. I'm an important person, you understand, in Washington, D.C., and I was invited up there for that last presidential inauguration. You know what that is? All right. Now, who was the president? Do you know that? Oh, I knew it. Well, I went up there, and you know what? It was delightful, greatly pleasing, to be there, to hear the president take his oath of office. I was there, and I saw everything they did. Now, just want to remind you one little thing. I hear tell that this week you're going to have a quiz on these words. Now, I hope you've made your list and got them all together here. It's important to learn these words. So remember, get those words on the list for a quiz this week. Now, I'm going to have to leave, and I'm going to leave these two young I want to give him one. All right, see y'all later. Bye.
Whoa.
Good morning, CMS. I'm Philip Thomas, and this is Tuesday, February 15th. And this is CMS Headline News.
And I'm Micah Harris. What are the headlines for today, Philip?
U.S. fires volley at Japan trade. The White House today will escalate its war of words with Japan, saying it violated a 1989 agreement opening access to its cellular phone industry. That announcement will be the first step toward trade sanctions, which may include higher tariffs on Japan's shipments of telecommunications equipment to the U.S.
Thank you. And our announcements for today are the Valentine's dance has been moved again to next week. The chess club has a meeting today after school in Mrs. Thomas's room. And don't forget to buy your cougar paw, only 25 cents.
And now it's time for another word wizard.
Dismantle. D-I-S-M-A-N-T-L-E. And it means to take apart.
Humiliation. Humiliation. It means the state of being embarrassed.
When I dismantled the machine and was unable to put it back together,
It caused me great humiliation.
Thanks, Elvie and Jabez. The menu for today is barbecue on a bun, French fries, fruit juice, and milk. And don't forget the word wizard quiz this week. More details later.
Please stay tuned for an exclusive interview with Mrs. Daniels and Mr. Hughes.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Leah Thomas with CMS Headline News, and I'm here with the two new teachers, Miss Daniel and Mr. Hughes. Mr. Hughes, what brought you to CMS?
I came to CMS because I live in the area and I applied for some jobs and there just happened to be one open and I happened to get it.
And Miss Daniel, what brought you to CMS?
Okay, very similar situation. I've recently moved out to the area, and I applied for a position that I found out was open, and I got it.
How do you like the administration, Mr. Hughes?
The administration here seems to be real positive, and I've only been here a little while, but I seem to work real well with them, and they've been very supportive.
And how do you like the administration, Miss Daniel?
I've been very pleased. They've been there to support me in whatever I felt was necessary to be done, and they've got some real good programs that I agree with.
Where did you live, Mr. Hughes?
I moved here from Moorhaven. Actually, I'm still living in Moorhaven, and I've been all over. I've lived in Fort Myers and Lakeland, and I'm back here now.
And where did you live, Miss Daniel?
I lived in Fort Myers most of my life.
What do you think of your students?
I like my students. My students are, for the most part, hardworking, very positive, eager to learn, and I've been real pleased.
And you?
I've been very pleased with what I've seen. Again, they've been very motivated, eager to learn. We all know why we're here, and they've worked well.
How is Clueston different from where you used to live?
From Fort Myers, it's quite different. From Moorhaven, it's basically the same thing.
Good morning, CMS. I'm Philip Thomas, and this is CMS Headline News. And boy, is it dark in here.
And I'm Micah Harris. It's Wednesday, February 16th, 1994. And you're right, it is pretty dark in here.
Guess what?
What? getting bright in here?
I don't think so, Micah. But once again, it's time to play Name That Lunch Menu.
Let's see. Are we having steak and shrimp? Or perhaps veal parmesan?
Nope, even better. Today we're having corn dog, baked beans, fruit, baked dessert, and just as always, milk.
Morgan, did you by any chance look through the viewfinder this morning?
No. The lens cap is still on.
No wonder it was so dark.
Oh, sorry, I'll take it off now.
Oh, that's better. Now on to the announcements. All of Mrs. Leaves' classes are to report to the library today. 5th period only is to report to Mrs. Thomas's room. And now for another Word Wizard segment with Miss Thompson.
Good morning, CMS. Did you hear the notification that the Valentine dance has been canceled again? Again? Well, Mr. Hopkins will notify you when the dance will be held. Notify is our word for today, and it means to give notice, to let you know, to announce. I know some young ladies who are waiting for Mr. Hopkins to notify them of when the dance will be held. After all, they bought brand new dresses. Then Mr. Hopkins notified them that the dance was canceled. What a shame, what a shame. But of course, you boys can wear your blue suede shoes when he notifies you that the dance has been rescheduled. How about that? Our next word for today is abundant. Abundant means more than enough, very plentiful. We have an abundant supply of food in America. We have more than enough. As a matter of fact, we have so much we can share with those nations who do not have an abundance of food. We have an abundant supply. Clewiston, America's sweetest town, is known for its abundant harvest of sugarcane. Henry County also produces an abundant supply of winter vegetables. Again, abundant means more than enough, very plentiful. I'm sure you will study abundantly for the quiz on Friday. Thank you.
Do you realize any of the things that are going on in our world? Do you know what's going on outside of these walls? Well, here are some of those things. X marks the spot, the sore spot, that is. You can't blame America's Generation X, the so-called baby busters, for whining so much. Their reality bites. Broken families, fewer job opportunities, diminished expectations. Have you ever surveyed the pop culture landscape lately? You'd probably be whining too. While baby boomers had wholesome Dorothy Hamill, the busters have tough Tanya Harding. The boomers had the Smothers Brothers, Xers have the Menendez Brothers, and the boomers played that gentle early video game Pong. Busters relaxed with Mortal Kombat. Wait, there's more. The baby boomers had Lassie. We have Snoop Doggy Dogg. The baby boomers had Talk of a Beatles reunion. We have Talk of a New Edition reunion. They had James Dean. We have Luke Perry. They had Mrs. Robinson by Simon and Garfunkel, and we have Mrs. Robinson by the Lemonheads. They had drive-in theaters. We have drive-by shootings. They had the Brady Bunch. We have the Brady Bill. They had Supremes. We have Salt and Pepper. They had Somebody to Love by Jefferson Airplane, and we have Somebody to Shove by Soul Asylum. They had Tom and Jerry. We have Beavis and Butthead. They had mood rings. We have nipple rings. They had Dr. Marcus Welby. We have Dr. Dre. They had Woodstock. We have Lollapalooza. They had Gloria Steinem. We have Lorena Bobbitt. They had The Graduate, and we have Reality Bites.
So, the week is half over. Did you know that the public library has reopened in the new building?
Yes, I did, and now I can go back and do all of that wonderful research.
Yeah, and before you know it, we're going to have even more room to do research when they finish the renovations.
Yep, it sure will be great.
You know, Philip, normally at this time in the show, we're out of time. But whoever wrote this script did it so long ago and didn't know if we would be out of time or not.
Well, you heard it here. Whether we're out of time or not, we'll see you later.
Headline news.
It's Thursday, February 17th, and I'm Philip Thomas, and it's Thursday! Only 2 more days until the magical bell rings and releases us from our week-long torture.
Calm down, Philip. It's only school, and it isn't that bad.
Well, I suppose I'll just sit right down here and help you do the news.
Okay, that's much better. Now, let's do the announcements.
All right, I'll do them. The only announcement we have for today is the Word Wizard Words Review for tomorrow. Remember, there will be a quiz over them tomorrow. Adrift means floating without being guided. Blunt means having a dull edge. Evaporate means to change into a liquid vapor. Rebellion means armed resistance to one's government. Confine means keep within limits. Pathetic means arousing pity. Abundant means great quantity, plentiful amount. Dismantle means to strip, to take apart. Delightful means greatly pleasing. Drowsiness means condition of being sleepy. Defend is to protect from danger, shield, guard. Notify is to give notice to, inform, or proclaim. Vitality is power to go on living, mental or physical energy. Now, I'll give it to Micah so he can read the rest.
Rotate means to turn or spin on an axis. Motto is a brief sentence, phrase, or single word used to express a principle, goal, or ideal. Interpret is to clarify or to translate. An oath is a formal promise to fulfill a pledge, often calling upon God as a witness. Humiliation is to destroy the dignity or pride of, shame, or disgrace. Restriction is something that limits, restrains, or restricts. Incomplete is not complete. Bearable is able to be endured or withstood. Gorge is a deep, narrow ravine or valley. Spacious is having much space or extensive. Innermost is farthest within, most intimate. Employ means to give work to and pay to. Did you know that the morning show uses the Gregorian calendar for our dates?
Yes, I did. And I also know, according to the Farmer's Almanac calendar, today's weather is supposed to be mild and fair.
Once again, we come to a point where we cannot comment on the weather today because I know for a fact that this script was written Tuesday night.
True, very true. Micah, do you know what Count Dracula's favorite fruit is?
Is this a joke?
Yep.
I wouldn't know.
Nectarine.
Ha ha ha, very funny. Now let me read the headlines. Saudis to buy planes boost American jobs. Saudi Arabia will purchase 50 planes from the American aerospace industry for $6 billion, an exultant President Clinton announced Wednesday. He called the hard-fought agreement a gold medal win for America's businesses and workers.
You know, Micah, the 1994 Winter Olympics started Saturday. The Olympics are an international competition of amateur athletes from all over the world. Now here's Oliver Lopez with our sports segment.
Great. Good morning, CMS. I'm Oliver Lopez with some information on the second half of the
two British figure skaters who are partners. On day 8, the main events are going to be the bobsled, alpine skiing, speed skating, figure skating, and hockey. People to watch will be Bonnie Blair, who had 2 gold medals in 1992 and 1 in '88 in speed skating. Day 9 will be a very exciting day. The main events will be 2-man bobsled, alpine skiing, ski jumping, speed skating, and figure skating. On the 10th day of the Olympics will be alpine skiing, freestyle skiing, speed skating, figure skating, and hockey. One of the people to watch will be Tim Taylor. He's the coach of the U.S. hockey team. On day 11, the key events will be short track speed skating and hockey. Kathy Turner will be a good person to watch. She is a short track speed skater who is a medal hopeful for the U.S. On day 12, the main events will be alpine skiing, hockey, short track speed skating, and figure skating. Alberto Tomba is Italy's star in the giant slalom. Up to now, USA has 4 medals, 2 golds and 2 silvers. Be sure to watch our sports segment next week.
Well, Philip, do you have the lunch menu?
No, I thought you had it.
No, I don't have it. The lunch menu for today is fried chicken, rice with gravy, fruit, rolls, and milk.
Do you know what time it is?
Yeah, it's time to say goodbye.
Well, au revoir, arrivederci, hasta luego, and goodbye.